Howdy, y'all. Guess what? Apollo's drinking water at the top of the show. Always a good sign. Welcome to the show, y'all. I'm glad to be back. Sorry I had to miss last week. I had a little sniffle. It wasn't the worst cold I've had. It was just an annoying cold. And the worst of it was happening during the time when I needed to do the show. So I had to cancel. But I'm alive. I'm putting on my gloves. I'm here for the OraCola on June 17th, 2026. Oh my God, we're almost at the end of June. I've been watching a lot of, stuff about time dilation and shrinking and all the things, and I don't understand it because I don't got a brain that works like that, but it apparently it's all just kind of like up to you, your perception. From my perspective, shit's going fast. But maybe somebody else has got things going slow. Who knows? Who knows what's up? I don't know. I don't get it. It has something to do with the magnetic excursion that's happening right now. Our poles shifting and moving, and the magnetic field is weakening. So, catastrophic shit is on the table. We don't know what's going to happen. It's going to happen. So, whatever. Live it up. Live in the moment. Enjoy your life. Because tomorrow, it could be totally different. Yes, indeed. Well, I'll be here for about an hour if you're not familiar with the show. I'm the OraCola. I'm Marcy Cola, coming to y'all live from Austin, Texas. I'll be here reading the oracles. So if you want to get involved with that and you are a newbie, you got to get in the chat. Log into your Google. The man's got to know what you're up to. Type your question for the universe in all caps in the chat box. And hopefully I'll see it. I'll spin the Wheel of Fortunes. We'll see what the universe has to say. That's it. It's real simple. What I do here is easy. It's simple. It's just channeling what the universe wants y'all to know. So to participate, got to get in that chat. So let's see who's there already. Oh, Patrick, good to see you. Hey, PNG, good to see you. Prance, good to see you. All right. Good to see. We got the family in the house. Oh, time is weird. My mom always said to us that when we get younger, when we were younger, it gets faster. I remember being a kid, time was so slow. Oh my God. And I think it has to do with the fact that when you're a child, you don't have no control. You don't have no autonomy over your life. I think maybe time was probably different for them little kids that had to work in the factory and, in the late 1800s and whatnot. They had to go to the factory when they was 4 years old. Time probably was a lot faster for them. But, all of us that's living in the modern U.S. age, it's kind of coddled as little kids and allowed to grow up. And, we just have to live this sort of weirdly structured life if you're lucky enough to have parents that don't want to kill you. Yeah. And then everything is so slow because you don't got no control. It's like, I guess if you're in prison, time goes slow. But if you're out in the world and you're doing shit and you're making shit happen, it can go pretty fast. So, yeah, I get that. I get it. FU is here. Hey, FU. Good to see you. Yeah. So, anyway. Y'all know what's up. Y'all are the family. Good to see all y'all. I'm going to do the ritual real quick. I do have a lotto ticket. I bought it for last week, but since I was sick, I didn't get to use it, and I have self-control. So I did not scratch it off. I waited. So we'll see. Hopefully it'll be a winner, because I could use, $500? Hell yeah. I mean, I'll use $1, but $500? Fuck yeah. Sign me up for that shit. All right, here we go. First thing I like to do is burn the sacred wood. And if you got your own ritual right now, is the time to do it. Well, I'm doing mine. Let's see if we can get this lit. It's been humid. We've had so much rain. It's been one of them Texas springs that's very wet. And I know if most of y'all probably live in Texas and y'all know what that's like, but it's so humid. Oh my God, my hair has just been a mess. And then, just sweating all the time. Because even if you're in the AC, it's like wet. It's wet on your skin. All right, burning the sacred wood, and then we ring the bell, let the universe know we're here and available for their services. Oh my God, I tried to listen to some sound healing thing. Here's the deal. When I'm trying to like go back to sleep after I woke up in the middle of the night because I'm old, sometimes I want to listen to a podcast, but sometimes I don't want to hear rah, 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 rah. And especially if they fucking put ads in the middle of it, I don't want to hear that shit either. It takes me right out of trying to slumber. So I try occasionally them sound healing, like crystal bowl things that go on for hours and hours and hours. And today I just wasn't having it. Like it sounded like an aquarium with some like woo shit over it. And I was like, okay, is it gonna change key? Is something gonna happen? I listened to it for about 15 minutes. I could not relax. It was supposed to be like releasing my fascia, and it wasn't working for me. Maybe I need to get some headphones. I feel like them things don't sound as good coming out of your phone speakers. Anyway, oh, I know about ASMR Historian. I've been listening to that shit for a while. You know what else though? His shit's not long enough. There, I said it. And then the thing at the end where he does the whole like ASMR, like flipping the cards and doing the die or the runes or whatever. That kind of freaks me out because usually by then I have fallen kind of into a doze at the end of the story. Like I never finish one. I just kind of like drift off and I'm like half hearing him and half not. And then at the end, when it gets real quiet, it kind of freaks me out a little bit because inevitably there's going to be some fucking ad that shows up and then like blah in your face, like about air conditioning or furniture or whatever bullshit medical device they're trying to sell. And yeah, it takes me right out. So I have to be real careful with that one. I have to be in a place where I have consumed enough things that allow me to pass out immediately and not hear it when it goes to that like clickety clackety thing. I don't like it. I don't like that. But yeah, it's interesting. I love it. And there's so many others, you know, it's hard to tell which ones are AI. Most of them are AI. Most of them are AI, and the AI has gotten good. I was listening to one earlier this morning, and I was like, this is AI? And then I could hear the like skipping the, when it reads something, and it has to repeat a word, or it doesn't get the inflection right, or it doesn't get the phrasing right, then you know it's AI. But it's getting so much better. Y'all, I remember complaining about this on the show just a few years ago. The AI voice, it's way back in the archive. I don't know which one it was, but I did mention this. It was a T. And I was like, you know, I don't love this because it's so fake, obviously. Well, now they've improved it. Thanks to all y'all assholes with Alexa in your house. They've been listening. I mean, I got my phone here. Obviously, they're listening to that. But the Alexa is, you are given permission for it to listen. So definitely it's listening. It's getting our cadence better. It's not the perfect cadence yet, but it is 97% of the way there. You wouldn't catch it if you was like a younger person and you wasn't used to how people talk. Because younger people, I feel like, only know what people sound like on the internet. And so they're not aware with like subtle things of phrasing and the way you know, catch your breath and how all that stuff happens. So yeah, but we're getting there. You smoke in bed. Oh my God, that's so dangerous. You could just like fall asleep and catch the whole damn place on fire. Don't do that. That is dangerous. OraCola does not approve. Yeah, I'm an insomniac because I'm a menopausal woman. And even before that, I wasn't sleeping good. But now it's a whole different thing. You know what's funny? And this rarely happens to me. What are you whining about, Bubba? I'm in the middle of the show. I cannot take you out right now. You just have to hold it. So, no, I was, you know, I've been sick. So I was like not sleeping great. Kind of like had just like, finally it all caught up to me. And I went to lay down for a nap, which I rarely do. I rarely can nap. But sometimes I feel like, I got to just like close my eyes for a minute. And so it was still daylight outside. I lay down for a nap. Not expecting to sleep much, because usually when I take a nap, it's just a little fitful kind of thing, and then something wakes me up, I got to go, whatever. No, I slept all the way through until it was time for me to get up to go to work. And in fact, I was late to work because I did not get up early enough because I did not set the alarm on my phone because I did not even think I was going to be able to sleep. So, sleep will catch up with you sometimes. But yeah, it was one of them things where it was just weird because normally I don't sleep that long. I kind of felt good, even though I was late to work and it was a frenzy. But I was like, I feel pretty great. Got more than 4 hours of sleep. Yay. Oh my God. Anyway, black and white movies with the amber filter and the brightness all the way down works for me. Here's the thing. I would be involved with that, but I ain't got no TV. And I just got my laptop and I got my phone. And I still have an ancient iPad. It's like its second generation kind of thing. It barely works. The charger broke. I can't charge it no more. So literally it is brick garbage, but I still have it. It was to the point where it could not even stream certain platforms because it was too much memory that it was using or whatever. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Maybe I'll just hold on to it and then it'll just become a decorative item and I could set some rocks upon it and be like, this is my old iPad. It don't work no more. Maybe I should set up a little museum of ancient technology from my own life. All my old cell phones. I think just two. I think I just got 2 or 3. I can't remember. I was late to the smartphone game. Yeah, maybe I should have a little corner to memorialize them. Because what am I going to do with that shit? Nobody wants it. All right. What's on the middle of the ritual? Okay, we got off track here. We got to finish the ritual. Next up is the Prospera spray. I'm going to spray this over us for abundance. Wishing that $500 will come down on me. And then, finally, we're going to do the chakra anointment with the Florida water. All right. All them bitches is spinning. Let's get to work. Oh my God, my neighbor's playing a game. So I figured out why I have had these kind of trembly, loud moments. It's because one of my neighbors, either the one above or the one next to me, I think it's the one next to me, is playing some kind of loud ass game and it's reverberating through these shitty ass 80s walls. So yeah, it's they're going after it. They're going after it right now. They're blowing some shit up. Hope they win. Okay. All right. Let's see if I missed anything. No, did not miss nothing. Okay, here we go. All right, cool. Well, y'all know what to do. Got to put a question in the chat. Otherwise, I'm just going to be rambling on forever about shit y'all don't want to hear. So that's how it goes. That's how it goes on the OraCola. I have been paying attention. This is why I named my show tonight. What did I name it? It was, oh, fuck, I already forgot. It was a play on World Cup. It was World, WHIRLD, Luck. That was it, World Luck. So there's all this propaganda being pushed out from European folks as the subject, but it's being pushed out through our CIA. We know already the media is controlled by the CIA. They are trying to push all this pro-America shit on the front end of our 250th birthday, which is July 4th, coming up. It'll be there in a second because we're there. And so yeah, I just think it's very interesting. I mean, I'm enjoying the content. Don't get me wrong. I love to see some rando from Euro get to travel across the country and do all the cool things that nobody here that actually lives here gets to do. Because, we're actually here. We don't get to see all the shit that they get to see. And then all the people eating our fast food and, ice, freaking out over ice. Not the ice that the Americans are freaking out over, the actual cubed frozen water. They love that shit. And you know what? It's because they don't got it. We got the ice, y'all. We got the ice. And you know what? I'm a fan of ice. I love it. In fact, I got some ice in my drink right now. It's cooling it off. I'm going to sip it. Oh, I got a little piece. Oh, that little piece is kind of like in the back of my mouth. Oh, yeah. It's good. I love it. I love it. Bring me the ice. Okay. Reading for the summer season, please. All right, PNG. Let's see what the universe has to say about your summer. What do we got? OraCola's Choice. Ooh, I'm going to do the tarot because I don't get to do the tarot very much because the universe is fickle. But I'm going to shuffle it proper and give you a proper tarot because summer is going to be quick this year. There's going to be blinking, you're gone. Blinking, it's gone. Already feeling it. Okay, here we go. One shuffle is down. We got another shuffle to go. I have to shuffle these different because they're super stiff. I can't do the little like thing. I got to kind of lay them out and do the whole thing. I have a method. It works. Okay, here we go. PNG summer reading. I'll get to you, Patrick, in a second. Yeah. I got a theory about that shit. Oh, the star. Oh, this is good. Okay, it's going to be a good one. There's going to be a whole lot of fun stuff happening. Also, the sun is a star, and it's the summer, and the sun is going to be hot and bright, and you should get out in it as much as possible because if you are working in a position during the rest of the year where you have to be inside during the day, it's probably not the healthiest. So get out there, get you some sun, enjoy the time that you have with your friends and family, do some fun shit. Like it's all going to be fine, y'all. You got to vibrate out of this lower negative energy. That's how it works. That's how it works. Okay. This whole BB Trump fight is Tony phony, but right. Okay, well, here's the thing. My opinion about this, which I have been very unattached. rnacle. All right. I've been very disinterested in this whole thing since it started because obviously it is some kind of ploy for other things. It's not what we're being told. And today it kind of hit me. You know, we signed the agreement supposedly, and we're giving Iran a bunch of money. This is just a way to move some money. It is a money laundering scheme. This whole war is a money laundering scheme. The military industrial complex needed some more money, an infusion of cash, so we depleted our munitions, if they even existed. And then now we're going to pay for a bunch more. So like more people are getting paid. Like it's just another way to pay off the motherfuckers we've been paying off for decades. So yeah, it's stupid. This thing accomplished nothing except enriching people who were already rich. That's what happened. That was what happened. I'm tired of it, y'all. I'm so tired of it. Okay. Let's get the random number generator on the thing. There's 755 pages. What kind of orgy on Epstein Island was this forged in? Okay, page 605. Let's see. You know what I've noticed about the Pornicle? And I'm not complaining about it. I think it's probably proper. And they probably honestly edited it to be this way. You don't see a whole lot of porn involving the, younger folks. And I think it's because they've edited it out. Because if you look through history and you read anything's, old, and you even just look at cultures, that shit's been around forever. I ain't saying it's right. I don't think it's right. I think we should evolve out of that shit. But this book doesn't have none of them pictures in it. I guess that's why they can sell it in the bookshop. If it had them pictures, they could not sell it. You know, they got to keep that shit underground because it's part of their ritualistic, like satanic bullshit. Okay, so 6:05 for BB Trump. What's up? What's going on here? Who's sucking whose cock? Oh, okay. It looks like it's just two ladies. Two ladies having a good time. I think this is tribadism. It's not scissoring. They're just rubbing the parts. They're not like scissoring the parts. But yeah, that's the title. Sapphic. So yeah, they're just a bunch of gay lizards rubbing their little urethras together and pretending like they know what's going on. But they don't. Honestly, they don't. Nobody knows what's going on. We're all like subject to the higher orders of things, which are running things, I think. I feel like at this point, we are living in the simulation, and the simulation is the game that is being played by the higher dimensional entities that are like playing the game next door. You know, there's an apartment, the idea of an apartment somewhere out there in the universe, and it is the same situation that I'm in, but it's like different. It looks different. There's a different color spectrum. It's like we're not physical. There's like it's different, but the same thing is actually happening. Somebody next door is playing the game of Earth, and they're just like blowing shit up and like moving things around and causing like natural disasters. You know, just like building their little sim world. And the person next door, the entity next door, whoever who's trying to do their own thing, just keeps hearing it. This is what's happening. It's happening on multiple levels all over. And it don't matter who's in bed with who. It don't matter. They're all just touching their naughty bits together for the thrill. And in the meantime, diverting the funds to their friends who will then kick it back to them, and the cycle goes on. Yep. Oh my God. 2 weeks to my drinking season. I'm counting the days now. I'm going to jump off the wagon. Okay, so you have a season. That's funny. My season is whenever I feel like it, so it's pretty much every day. But I feel like that's good to have boundaries. I congratulate you, and I hope when you do jump off that cliff into the bottle of whatever adult beverage of your choice, that you enjoy it as much as all the tourists who are coming to the U.S. supposedly enjoying our shit. Oh my God. Yeah. Scotch. Ooh. A whiskey person. Wow. I never could get into it. The smell disgusts me. The taste disgusts me. All of it disgusts me. I am not into that shit. I could maybe learn to appreciate it if I had to, but honestly, I don't have to, so I ain't gonna bother. You should take a trip to, where is it, Scotland, where they do all the Scotch whiskey. They got all them distilleries there. You can take tours. You could do a whole tour of Scotland and just drink your way around the country, just like all them Scottish tourists is doing in the U.S. now. They're drinking our shit. You should go and drink their better shit. Much better. And what if you're Canadian, can you just go there? Like, you don't have to pay the tourist fee or whatever. I don't know. I don't know how it works now. They change it all the time. You would never return. Maybe you should go. I mean, I feel like, Scotland? You're in Canada, so y'all probably like similar, like, latitudes. Maybe even Scotland's lower down. Who knows? It might be similar weather. That's all I'm saying. You wouldn't have to adjust to the weather. And you know what? In Scotland, they got no fucking bears. There ain't no fucking bears. So you can go walking in the woods all you want. The worst you're going to come across is some, like, big old hairy cow. And if you're lucky, it won't be a bull. The comedian Jim Gaffigan's whiskey is pretty good. Got it for Christmas. Oh, that's so funny. You know what? I'm not a whiskey connoisseur, so I'm just going to take your word for it. But if I ever do have to purchase the whiskey as a gift, I will see if Jim Gaffigan's is available. Thanks for the rec. All right, y'all. It's 9:29. I ain't going to be here all night. I do got to get up very early for my shitty-ass fast food job, which is wearing me down, y'all. It's wearing me down. I need to start looking for another job hard. Like, I've been, like, looking, but not, like, looking hard. I need to get that shit together because I cannot be here very much longer. It's tearing me apart. Lisa, it's tearing me apart. Oh, my God. Okay. Well, here's the thing. I need to get a liquor brand. I'm a comedian. I'm funny. I do this shit every week. Why can't I get a liquor brand? RC's Liquor. And it would be LICKHER. And you wouldn't know what it was. It would just be rando liquor. So it would be in a what is the word? Opaque bottle instead of a clear one. And it would just be the whatever's left over from whatever distillery or whatever. I would just, say white label it, they call it. You just like grab the dregs. And this week it could be whiskey. This week it could be rum. This week it could be vodka. You don't know what's going to be in there. It's a surprise. Mixes well with RC Cola. Yep, all them things would mix well with RC Cola. That's the thing. RC's Liquor. Try it. You might like it. There it is. I've got my brand right there. I think it would work for a year. And then people get tired of it and they would just be like, whatever. The novelty is over. It would be a season. It would be a season of RC's Liquor. I should write it down because that's funny. I'm going to keep that in my mind. RC's Liquor. All right, I wrote it down. I'm going to find this paper in like 6 weeks and not remember a goddamn thing about why I wrote it. That's how it's going to be. Anyway, I am very funny. Well, thank you, FU. I appreciate that. I like to think I'm funny, but you know what? That's a subjective thing. I'm not funny to some people. All the people on Blue Cry would not find me funny. That's why I don't get on that platform. Not even caring about it. Too many Karens on there. Okay, well, if none of y'all got a question for the rest of the show, I'm going to do one for the collective. See what's up. Oh, a Physoracle. Okay, this is the new Oracle. I don't think I've had to actually throw one of these out. Maybe once or twice. Can't remember. Wow, there's a lot of bombing happening next door. It's literally shaking the walls. I don't know what game they play. I should have maybe asked. I mean, I'm friendly enough for the neighbor to ask. Like, what the hell are you playing that's causing my walls to shake? I'll ask him next time. Okay, so the Physoracle is the newest oracle. This is an exercise oracle that is illustrated by furries. I did not make this choice as far as like publishing this thing, but I did find it at the thrift store, which means that I needed to purchase it. So I did. And yeah, this is going to give y'all the exercise of the week. This is the thing you should do if you're feeling out of sorts, feeling weak, feeling like you need to get some blood pumping. This is it. Here we go. All right, which furry is going to give us the download this week? This one. Tuck jumps. Okay, it's a zebra. It's a zebra with, what is this zebra wearing? It's like a sports bra. I don't know. Okay. Zebra with a sports bra that's pink because, titties. And it's I guess you jump and you lift your knees up as you jump. Oh my God, this would kill me. I would have to hold on to something. Like, I feel like you can modify this by going to a railing and just jumping up and down. You know, maybe like at the grocery store where they got the cart corral, there's a good rail in there. You could just like jump up and down a couple times and try to get your knees close to your pale titties there. And there you go. And then eventually you get off the rail and you do it on your own. I guess it's good for bone density. I don't know. There's your exercise of the week. Y'all get to hopping. F you, what can I do to vibrate higher? Okay, this is a good question. Because I sometimes ask myself this. I don't know what to do to vibrate higher sometimes. Sometimes I'm definitely vibrating lower. Spin again. Okay, let's concentrate. Think about it. Here we go. Rnacle. Oh my goodness. Well, universe says what it's going to say. Let's see what the message is through the eyes of the Rnacle. Let's see. We're going to generate a number. We are at 650. 605 was the old one. 570 is the new one. Page 570 in the Rnacle for vibrating higher. 570. Oh, yeah. You just need to get you some, like, triplet action. You just need to get you a little threesome going. Make sure that them ladies are stimulating you and you're stimulating them, and that everybody's getting satisfied. You know, you got to give some to get some. Think about it like that. So this is how you can vibrate higher. You just give and then you receive. You give and then you receive. Give some more, receive some more. This is simple. Everybody's happy. Everybody's having a good time. Nobody's feeling like they're being disrespected. Nobody's watching from the bushes. You know, everybody's in the middle of it. So yeah, vibrate higher by being in the moment. Be in the moment. Pleasure your partner. Let the partner pleasure you. The extra person, yeah, you got an extra arm. Reach over. Diddle that thing. It's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. You know, don't worry about the awkwardness the next day when you see each other at work and you realize you was all wasted and you did that shit and now you got to like go to work together. Don't worry about that. In the moment, you're vibrating the highest you can higher. Like you cannot get higher than that. That is the highest you can get. So yeah, have fun. Oh, I need a rail too. Totally. I totally need a rail. Like not a, well, I sometimes I could use one of them. But you know what I'm saying? I do need one to jump up and down. I'm so old and weak and pathetic now. My knees, my ankles, my hips, everything. Everything hurts. Everything is not working like it should. I think back to the times when I did crazy shit. I'm like, wow, I did that shit. I could not do that shit now. I could not do that shit now. I mean, I guess I could if I tried, but you know what? I got the ennui. The magnetic pole shift's got me down. So I'm thinking, you know, I might not only have like another 5 years. Do I want to spend 2.5 of them working hard to get back into the place where I was when I was in my 20s? Maybe, but maybe not. Tips for thrifting in Japan. Well, I don't know nothing about thrifting in Japan, except they got some bomb-ass dollar stores, although they're probably not actually a dollar. OraCola's Choice. Okay. Let's do a success oracle, the man minion. Because, you know, Japan is one of them kind of captured countries. We've been making it our bitch for a long time. And it's kind of in decline. You know, there's a crisis of birth. Like there's not enough people to replace. And then a lot of old shit's getting abandoned. And they got weird hang-ups about, you know, if someone dies in a house, they can't buy it. Like, y'all, your Asian population is a thing. And then, you know, they don't let foreigners buy the property. You can buy it, but you can't, like, live there. It's a whole thing. They're still very insular. But let's see. Let's see about thrifting in Japan. I don't think you'll be thrifting. I think you'll be just finding things. All right, here we go. Who's the man minion? Serena Williams. Okay, Serena Williams is a sellout. So you just gotta just sell out. Sell out your values and go to the place that everyone tells you is the commercial place that you should not buy the things from, because you got limited time there, right? Here's the deal. You're still gonna come out on top. You're still gonna win. You just might not get the cheapest price. This is the thing about thrifting in a foreign country, which I've never even tried to do because I've never been to very many foreign countries. You're not a local. You're not going to be able to get in on the actual thrift. But what you can do is find the grift that's going to sell you the thrift for a slightly inflated price. It's going to be cheaper and you'll have a story to tell. So yeah, go for it. I mean, and you're going to come out on top. Like Serena is still a champion, even if she sold out. So, I mean, who cares? Are passports in? What do you mean passport? Yes, of course they're in. You always want to have a passport. Although I feel like when the magnetic excursion happens or the CME hits us and everything goes down, it won't necessarily matter. You could have an old passport maybe and it would be fine. But yeah, the biometrics and all this stuff they're trying to push, all that's going out the window. All of it. So yeah, get your passport and keep it. Learn your numbers 1 to 1,000 in Japanese, then you can barter. That seems like a lot of work for a vacation. Seriously. I ain't even trying to thrift when I go on vacation. I'm trying to vacation. And for me, that means not doing the things I do when I'm at home. When I'm at home, I'm a thrifter. When I'm on vacation, I'm doing all the shit. I'm going to all the places that I can't go because I will never be there again. So thrift stores are very low on my list. If I happen to walk past one, sure, I might peek in, but it's very low on my priority. Next time I travel, I probably am not going to put the thrift store at the top of my list. Just saying. It's 9:42. Anybody else got a question? Because I'm going to be going out of this thing soon. If y'all don't got a question, I do have to get to work in the morning. Oh my God. I have to take a shower too. I was avoiding it all day. You know, there's some days you wake up and you're like, I got to shower today. I got to. It's hot in Texas. I haven't showered since Monday. I don't think that means I'm gross. It just means that I spend a lot of time inside. And I only get sweaty when I'm walking the dog or going to and from work. So yeah, I can work that out with some baby wipes. But now I've gotten to the point where I gotta take a fucking shower. So I have to do that. Before I take off, I'm gonna have to take off my makeup, do the shower, then go to bed and listen to some ASMR historian shit and try to sleep before he starts doing the clickety-clackety thing and the ad comes on. Who will win the World Cup? Well, you know, the OraCola is not in the sports betting industry, but let's see what the universe has to say about what might happen. Digital Diviner. Okay, well, here's the deal. We don't know who's going to win. This is still very early in the tournament. However, let's just ask if the U.S. is going to win. I know the U.S. is playing in the World Cup. I know they probably ain't going to win because, you know, it ain't our culture. But will the U.S. win the World Cup? I think that's what we all actually want to know. We don't want to know who's going to win. We want to know if the U.S. is going to win. Right? Okay. Here we go. Let's do it. Possibly. Dick Wood is still not sure. It's too early in the tournament for him to get his bets in there. So yeah, he's just hedging his bet, saying maybe, possibly. You know, we gotta play. I think Australia next. That's our next game. So yeah, we'll see. I am not following this shit at all, except for the whatever CIA is pushing at me about Europeans loving the United States. I ain't following that shit except for that shit. Like, I love to see them go and get a bunch of guns and shoot them because they're obviously having fun. Now, here's the thing. They always find the very well-spoken with a very light accent Europeans to do this shit, which makes sense. You know, the CIA is not going to bother with no subtitles. That's extra money on that YouTube. None of them people who don't speak English is actually getting involved with any of this CIA shit. So they're the ones having the real experience. They're the ones getting stuck in traffic, having trouble with the Uber, getting scammed at the thing. You know, they're the ones having the bad time. The ones that are on social media, they're all being paid by the CIA. I promise you. Promise. That shit don't get pushed on X unless somebody's getting paid. Right? Right. And all their faces blurred out. They could be multiple different people. Right? You realize this. There's pictures from multiple places. And it could be that, you know, there's different ones in different cities at different times. They're crisis actors, essentially, but they're not crisis actors. They're, what would we call it? Hype actors. They're hype actors, y'all. They're hype actors. All right. I'm 45. Any other questions? Any other questions? If not, well, I'm going to wrap it up, y'all. I'm going to scritch off my thing and then head on to the shower. Ugh, I got to take a shower. Oh, my God. Sometimes it's just too much. It's too much sometimes. Okay, so this is like tic-tac-toe. We want to get the nines in a line. So y'all start thinking about nines, okay? Here we go. Nines in a line. Did we get nines in a line? Did we get any nines? It's looking, oh, there's a nine. There's a nine. And nope, I don't think I got it. I did not win anything. We did not get 3 symbols in a row. We did not get 3 nines in a row. That's all. That's all we got. It's sad. It's sad. What was our prize? Let's find out what the prize was. Oh, it was the $500. That's such a kick in the nuts. Womp womp womp. Oh well. I'm glad I didn't scratch it off earlier because it just would have pissed me off. Anyway, I hope y'all have a wonderful week, and I hope you're enjoying yourselves wherever you are in this universe, in this world, whatever timeline you're on, wherever vibrating higher you're on, whatever entities are infiltrating your sleep or whatever. I hope you're all getting along. I hope it's good. I hope it's all good. I love you too. Thank you, fuck you. I appreciate that you love the show. Thank y'all for sticking with me. Tell your friends. I know I say it every week, but, you know, it doesn't hurt. There might be a new friend that's like, I need something to do on Wednesday nights. I got something to tell you. Do this. Then you could be like playing with each other. You know, all the kids do that thing where they play with each other online. They play a game when they get online and they're like, hey, I'm in the chat, you know. And so they're socializing while they're playing a game. So this is kind of the same thing, but for older people. Because, you know, I ain't got that kind of attention span. Anyway, tell your friends, like, and subscribe if you have not. If you're a looky-loo in the future, well, you know where to find me every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Central, youtube.com/channel RCCola. Sickness be damned. I will come back. I'm like a cockroach. You cannot kill me. You cannot. I'm cola. Anyway, I love y'all so much. I'll see y'all next week. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend. Bye, y'all. Vibrate higher.